Hey again, everybody. Welcome to week 5 of 3 and Out with Coach Gass. He's Coach Gass. I'm Matt Janik, assistant AD. We're going to talk a little football, and then we'll get out of here once again. Coach, first NE10 win ever over the weekend. For those of us who weren't there, take us through it. How'd it go?
Well, let me just say first and foremost, I mean, after the game, there was a lot of emotion, with our team, with me too. But I just was so happy for our guys. They've gone through a lot. Obviously we have a lot of season left. We have high expectations for ourselves for the rest of the season. But just them being able to come off of a win and feel good about something, and that builds so much more momentum going into this week. We've had 2 great practices on Monday and Tuesday so far this week, and there's been a lot of a little extra pep in the step. But our defense played great on Saturday. Offensively, we're still kind of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of deal. We do some really good stuff, and then we do some really, really silly stuff at times. And I'm hoping that we're starting to kind of round into shape on that side of the ball. I thought we moved the ball pretty well between the 30s. Just, we got down in the red zone a couple of times in the game and didn't come away with points when we needed to. And I think that could have been a game that was a better score than what it ended up being. But I was just saying, I would have taken any win any way it happened. Happy for our guys. I'm happy for our staff. Those guys have been working incredibly hard, and I'm hoping that we can continue to build on this momentum now.
Awesome. I mean, they all count the same. They
absolutely do. That's absolutely right.
You started to hint at it there. The flip side of that is Bentley's on the schedule this week. 7 points probably isn't going to be enough this week.
No.
We know the offensive line has struggled a little bit. What else do you need to see change on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, we just got to get more consistent. We're like I said, we're doing a lot of self-infliction wounds on the offensive side of the ball. We're critical moments where guys are making mental errors, silly mistakes in alignment, or missing a motion, or just a bust on an assignment and stuff. So we just got to get more more consistent on the offensive side of the ball. I'm starting to see us kind of develop. It's not easy for the fans to see because we're not scoring a whole lot of points right now, but I think we're starting to figure some guys out. We saw some really good stuff. Austin Howell played great in the game, and he's had a really nice rise in what he's been able to do as a freshman. We knew he was going to be that type of player coming out of high school. We just didn't know if we'd see it so early, so we're seeing some good stuff there. And then, I was real happy with Bryce. When Bryce came into the game the other day after KT was injured, came in and made a lot of great decisions with the ball. I think it was 10 of 13 or something like that in the game, and really did a great job of managing and making some plays with his feet by scrambling, doing some stuff. And so, I'm seeing a lot of things going in a positive direction. Hopefully we can build off seeing some things that we did well in the game. I'm kind of figuring out what we can do a little bit more in the offensive line. We still got to be able to get EJ off. We haven't done that yet this year, but we're hoping this week we can see him kind of return to form.
On the other side of the ball, the defense almost pitched a shutout last weekend. Yeah. Chris Yeboah had himself a day. What can you tell us about him?
Well, I mean, Chris is one of those guys that's that has had his struggles here at times. A little bit up and down early in his career, but has worked incredibly hard to come back and be a player that we always knew that he could be. I mean, I personally recruited him out of high school and just loved what we saw from his ability to get off and being imaginative in his pass rush, and so I think we're starting to see the fruits of his hard labor of what he's done. But I mean, Chris is one player on a defensive line that, when we first got here, that was a real sore spot for us. But, we feel like we can go in any game, playing 10, 11 guys in the defensive line, they all can contribute. Our defensive line is very good, and we're seeing them play at that high level. And so I'm real happy for the way we're playing on defense. We're going to have to continue to do that. We got a heck of a challenge against Bentley this week. They're a very physical team. On the offense side of the ball, it can run and be balanced and do different stuff. And so, but I expect that our guys are going to come out and play great again this week. So.
All right, that's 3 questions, Coach. Let's get out of here. Homecoming weekend, hopefully a big crowd on hand on Saturday. What should they be looking for? What's the key to the game?
Well, I think you're going to see a team that, now with some momentum behind them, a really energized young group of guys that want to go out. And we haven't played well at home yet, right? And our fans have been great. I expect we're going to have a great crowd with Family Day and homecoming. So I just expect we're going to see a lot of energy in the stadium. Guys still got to clean up some stuff on the special teams. We haven't played great there, and Bentley's very good at the special teams. So we're going to have to play great on that side of the ball. But I think you're going to see a team that's really energized, ready to go. I'm really excited about seeing us coming off of a win for the first time in a while and seeing what we play like on Saturday.
All right, homecoming and family day weekend. It is a 1 o'clock kick against Bentley. We'll be there. We hope to see you there as well. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.